Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to the 14th and final part of my Let's Platinum Bioshock walkthrough series, guide, whatever you want to call it. This is definitely the final part. I know in the last video I said that was going to be the final part. There was supposed to be only 13, but I completely forgot that this last area, Proving Ground, is actually a separate area. There's separate loading, there's separate map, and it's got a different name. And as I've been labeling each video due to using the area that we're in, it only makes sense, and it's an OCD thing as well, I think. So as we've started, as usual, we're going to save the game. I've shown you on the map sort of where we're going, and of course check that the Vita-Chamber's disabled is switched to on or still on. Shouldn't have touched it this whole time, but apparently it can flip, so this is definitely a point where we don't want that to happen. This is essentially a long escort mission area. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was the flag. One escort mission. There's going to be 3 points where the little sister is going to stop and harvest some Adam from a body. We're going to need to protect her, and you can see there she has her own life bar. We are on easy, of course, so this bit is not difficult at all. On not insanity, on survivor, it can be a bit of a challenge, but there are ways around it, ways that you can make it easier. Obviously, having the best weapon and everything like that, being comfortable. You will be at this point with comfortable with plasmids and weapons. You'll have your own style. Obviously, it's going to be different to mine. There are turrets and there are security cameras next to the bodies, so use those. You'll see me destroy them. Like, don't let this happen as well. Should have been don't load before you think she's actually dead. You'll see me blow up the bots and the cameras. You can use those to your advantage. They are really going to help you. There aren't too many enemies. It's not like you get completely swamped. There's probably 6, 7, 8 in each area. We are coming up to the first one here. You can see the camera flashing around on ahead of us. I'm going to destroy it. If you are on a harder difficulty, don't destroy it. Make it yours. Let it do some work for you. Means you can just sort of look down one side. Keep an eye out. The enemies are going to come from there, and they're going to come from the left-hand side. There is the body. Weirdly set up for this kind of thing, I suppose. I suppose it's a trap. I don't know. Don't know why it's like that. I suppose it's Proving Ground, so it's a little sister proving grounds. I don't know. It's in the middle of a museum. It's a bit of a weird setup. But you see me there dodging from left to right. I'm looking for the enemies. There's nothing difficult about this on this difficulty. So everything else should be done with regards to diaries, upgrades, weapon upgrades, tonic slots, research. Everything should be done at this point. We are not at the point of no return yet. That is right at the end of this, just before the boss fight. So don't worry if you have missed anything. You can still go back at this point. You just go back to Point Prometheus, and just use the bathysphere from there to go wherever you need to. I will let you know when we get to the point of no return, and obviously that is it. There is no free play after this. Once we finish this game, we do finish it. That is it. So here we go, just moving from left to right. Obviously, if you have the camera, it's going to help you out. And do some resource scrounging. So the trophies you should have left, are defeat Atlas, because that's what we're doing. Little Sister Saviour, which is completing the game without harvesting a little sister. You should have the one for dealing with every little sister at this point, but because the stipulation is complete the game without harvesting, we need to complete the game, which we haven't done yet. Seriously Good at This, which is for completing on hard difficulty. Brass Balls, which is hard difficulty using no Vita-Chambers. Survivor difficulty, that is a man chooses. And then I chose the impossible, is survivor difficulty without using Vita-Chambers, basically the checkpoints. We have had that switched to on. The way it's worded is weird. It says disable Vita-Chambers. We have had that switched to on, And that's what we've been checking at the beginning of every video to make sure that stays on. That's the only thing we can't glitch. We are obviously going to glitch the difficulty. That's why we've been able to play on easy this whole time. The glitch is available on all but one I'm aware of versions of this game. The only version you can't do it on is, unfortunately, the version I played on first time, the European PS3 version. This, for some reason, it doesn't work. I think it got patched, but it didn't get patched on anything else, which is so surprising, because it's not like we're manipulating the game in a sort of a hacker type way. We're not switching saves around or anything. We are literally going to change the difficulty just before the last cutscene, and it's going to work. So I don't know why that. Obviously, they must have just left it in. Maybe they just thought this is a difficult game. Let's let everybody do it. I doubt that was the reason, but hey. So little sister's run off there without me. She's off. She's going. That was obviously the second part. As I said, there's not much to say about this area really. You're just moving through. You're going to do these three. I suppose it's like mini horde mode type sections. I think it's after the third one. There is a big daddy there. He wants this little sister. He's not going to attack us yet, but he does do afterwards. I think you've dealt with enough of them up to this point for that to not be a problem. He's going to be after the third area, the third stop that we make. There is that turret there, and then there is one off to the left. You can see it's firing at us. This is where the whale fell on the big daddy earlier. There, it's a grenade turret. Don't need to hack it because we're not going to do anything in this main part. We're going to go and carry on through the corridors. So there's the Vita-Chamber at the end there. Again, I still don't know how to actually work a Vita-Chamber. I haven't played either this one or the second one using them, so presumably you need to interact with them first. I can only presume that's what you have to do. There you go. Again, you can hack that camera. It's going to help us out because it's going to spot the enemies before they run to us. We are getting, there's a little ambush. We need to take care of these. So as we're coming to the end now, I'm going to be finishing this off. Obviously I'm going to be moving on. Let me know what you thought of this series, this style. Is there anything you would have liked me to have done? Anything different? Changed it? Maybe I was actually thinking I should have done like a countdown or a tally for the collectibles. That might have helped, but they were on screen all the time, and I obviously I did mention them whenever they came up. Maybe that's one thing, but anything you can think of, obviously not, well, negative is welcome, but be constructive. Don't just say it's crap. That doesn't help anything. If you're going to be negative, that's fine. Just let me know what the problem was and I will fix it, because this is something I want to do moving forward. Obviously I'm going to be doing the newer games as they come out, covering them in the same way I always have done. Just it depends on the games as to how I do them. If they're collectible heavy, then I'll do it that way. If it calls for one of these type of videos, these series, then I will start doing that as well as the normal way I would do them, individual trophy guides and things. I'll do one complete playthrough like this. I'm thinking that might actually be a possibility for the next game I'm going to cover, which is going to be Darksiders Genesis. I'm going to be starting that on Friday. Depending when you're watching this, they might already be up, so I will have made my decision by then, obviously. But yeah, let me know. It's going to be a good way to fit in some older games. It's going to be dictated with PS Plus as well. Depends what's coming out on that as to what I do. If I deem it worthy, that's going to take priority over an older game I enjoy. I was actually thinking of the Arkham series, because I really want to play that again, and I think it will lend itself to a style of series like this. It might be a bit longer than this one, but especially the first game, the way it's all contained, it's going to be it's pretty cool. So it would work in this sort of capacity. So that's enough of me rambling, really. We need to get back on, because we are coming up to the boss fight at this point. we're going to turn right now. That was the last little harvest section, Adam, whatever it is. We're going to turn right here, and a Big Daddy's going to burst through that wall. There he is. And he's just not going to stop. I should have had my ammo ready, but he clips me one. Look how much health. He's nothing there. Obviously, just kill it however you kill Big Daddies. I'm using armor-piercing rounds. But that's it. With regards to this little section, the little sister's going to go through the door, and then she's going to get in one of her portal things, portholes, whatever they are, and she's going to disappear. But before she goes, it's not this one, she's going to go through this door. Before she goes, she's going to give us her little, I don't know what to call that red extractor, Adam extractor. She's going to give us that, and we're going to use that in the boss fight. We're going to try and extract Fontaine's. It's not Fontaine, it's Atlas. We're going to extract his DNA, or Adam. There we go. So this is it. As you can see, they've got you prepped for a boss fight. This is what we're doing here. Obviously, stock up, upgrade, do whatever you need to do. Buy some tonics, not tonics, plasmids, whatever you can. You're free to do that now from the Adam machine. Make a save. You're going to see me do it in a moment. Make a save now in case anything goes wrong. This is the lift we'll be taking. We're just waiting. So here we go. Make a save. Make sure that goes in. And grab this harvesting tool. And then we are going to make our way up. So it's going to tell us, it sort of lets you know that this is it. This is the point of no return. Once you press this button, that's it. It's the end of the game. You cannot go back. So that's it. I'm locked in now. Make sure you do anything there. I've just gone past the loading screen, clip that out. And you're going to see the game as I go to the top. You're going to see the game try and do a quick save. It does do one, but don't rely on it happening, because like it did for me, you're not going to see it, but this game has a weird, it only uses so much space when using save files. So if it can't overwrite, it won't save if it's already used its space up. So you're going to see a little jump there. It tried to save, it couldn't. So luckily I made that save at the bottom. So don't rely on that quick save at the top. I've completely forgot what I'm supposed to do. I'm waiting for him to jump down, but that's not what happens first. What we do first is we go and hit him with a needle first. So there we go. And that's essentially this fight. It's very easy on easy. Obviously it's more difficult in Survivor. But he's going to take 3 forms. His first form is fire, and then it's ice, and then it's electric. But it's very simple. He's going to attack you. You just take him down. I use anti-personnel rounds. And then you run up as he tries to come back, and then you hit him with the needle again. And you're going to do this 3 times. So is it? Yeah, so it's ice this time, fire first time, and then the last one is electric. This is quite a big area. You can sort of run around. I'm just taking him on in this little bit because there's no need for us to run away. Turrets and other enemies are going to start showing up from the second. From that's the ice stage. It's just you and him for fire, and then with the ice stage they're going to show up. And this is the final one now. And as this is where the important point. This is it. This is when we're going to change the difficulty. Here we go. He's going to go down. He's going to jump back in, and I'm going to clear the enemies out just in case. You can do this because you can change the difficulty a little bit earlier if you like, but be aware if you get in shot you will die straight away. So I'm going to show you the last point you can do it. You can do it now if you want, and then there, as the screen flashes and it transitions to cutscene, you saw it go white. That's when we're going to do. We're going to go straight into easy. You're right there. Adjusting difficulty does affect trophies. We're going to stick it on Survivor. We're going to come back out. The cutscene is going to play, and that's it. We've done it. That's as far as that. Glitching the game as it is. We've sort of hacked the game. That's as simple as it is. I suppose it is kind of simple hack. And that's it. We are done. We're going to get the trophy at this point for defeating Atlas because that's what we've done. Here it is. There we go. And then, yeah, that's it. The little sisters are going to finish him off. They're going to take all of his Adam. They're going to drain him. And yeah, we're going to get the ending cutscene. The last few trophies are going to pop. And that's it, we're done. So again, let me know what you thought. Let me know any recommendations for games, anything you want me to try and look at. Obviously, if it's a really obscure game, that's not going to get many views, it's not going to help me out. I'm going to try and do more popular games to start with, so people sort of get an idea of what I'm doing, and then we'll go into the more obscure ones then. So here they are, here they're all popping. Manchus is seriously good at this. Little Sister Saviour, I chose this. Brass Balls, I chose the Impossible, there we go. And then of course the Platinum. And that was it. Simple as that. Easy peasy. So I am thinking of Bioshock 2 next. I have Darksiders to do in between, but I've looked into Bioshock and it can be done in one playthrough. It is a majorly difficult one because you cannot manipulate the difficulty like we just did. We're going to have to do it on the hardest difficulty without Vita-Chambers from the start. So look out for that. Right, thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you like, doesn't matter if you don't. And I'll see you on the next one.